I remember when Megas were first revealed to the world, and just like everyone else, immediately began to speculate who else would get one. Pokemon X and Y were eventually released, and many fans were disappointed as only 28 Pokemon received one. But we had hoped for new ones in the future, and sure enough, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire were revealed, and during the hype season for ORAS, more were revealed, and it gave the fans the hope that their favorites would be receiving Megas. As expected, many of the new Mega forms were given to Pokemon of the Hoenn region: Sableye, Altaria, Camerupt, Sharpedo, and many more. Again, there was more disappointment, but fans knew their favorites would get a chance in the next games, or so they thought. No new Mega forms were ever revealed again, at least for now. So many fan favorites left without a new form, but 3 of the most popular Pokemon to not receive them, Luxray, Milotic, and Flygon, hurt fans the most. Emerald Elite Redux has answered the fans' outcry and has given us the Mega Evolutions we deserved, each with 4 abilities at once. Today I will be going over how great these Mega forms are and if they live up to expectations. Throughout the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire hype season, as more and more Megas were being revealed, one that was almost a guarantee was a Mega form for Flygon. Like, no question, why wouldn't he get it? New Hoenn game, it needs to be buffed, so it's the most obvious pick. But after the data mine of the ORAS demo, it was confirmed. No Mega Flygon. How could they do this to poor Flygon? Charizard gets 2 before Flygon even gets 1? Luckily, we've been given the Mega form he's always meant to have. With a small boost to its stats, the bug ground type Mega Flygon sits at a powerful 640 base stat total, with its attack and special attack being raised up to 130 and 120 respectively. Its stats might not look too crazy, but its abilities are what make Flygon a threat. Base Flygon's new Sandstream ability helps set it up to be a powerful sweeper. Its Mega gets the Sand Rush ability, multiplying its respectable speed by 1.5 times. It also gets the ability Dragonfly, which gives Flygon the Dragon type and makes it a Pokemon with 3 types at once. It gets Tinted Lens to boost up its not very effective moves, and the new ability Sand Song, which turns any sound-based move into a ground type attack. Now, its stats allow it to be a physical or special attacker, whichever one fits your team best. However, with access to Boom Burst, now 140 base power stab ground type move, and access to Quiver Dance, I believe it's best as a special attacker. Unfortunately, Bug Buzz becomes a ground type, so Signal Beam is its best bug type stab, and Dragon Breath is going to be your best dragon stab option. Using a Quiver Dance on your Mega turn will pretty much guarantee you go first, and with the boost to its attack, you will do insane damage. It can use moves like Dragon Dance and strong moves like Outrage, Earthquake, and Poltergeist if you want to run a physical set. I was really surprised how good Flygon ended up being. Most Pokemon go down to Boom Burst's incredible power, especially with a Quiver Dance. The Sandstream lasts 8 turns, so it has plenty of time to do what it needs to do. It has great coverage, and it's just a perfect Pokemon to use for your Mega slot. Flygon fans don't need to wait any longer to finally unleash its true power. While Flygon was what many thought would be a shoo-in to receive a Mega in ORAS, a Pokemon I was sure was getting a Mega is Milotic. Milotic was always a solid Pokemon with a great design, but its usability has since fallen since its Gen 3 debut, and a solid Mega form was due. And with contests being redone and Mega Evolution playing a part in them, I think we were all shocked to see it receive nothing. Well, the Mega Milotic dream has been realized, and it does not disappoint. Now an impenetrable special wall, Mega Milotic has a stellar 155 special defense and 109 defense, along with 130 special attack to deal damage back. It's also been given the Fairy type to pair with its Water type, which is incredible defensive typing with 6 resistances and an immunity. All of this makes it very hard to take down, but of course we have abilities to improve things further. Firstly, I recommend having competitive on base form Milotic, especially with a decent amount of Intimidate and Scare Pokemon, as well as Sticky Web users. Mega Milotic's abilities include Sea Guardian, which boosts up its highest stat by 1 in the rain. This makes Mega Milotic very good on rain teams. It gets Self-Sufficient, which is basically a built-in leftovers, giving it 1/16 of its health per turn, and Prism Scale, which reduces special attacks by 30%. Both of these really add to its special bulk and assure it can't be beaten with special attacks. Lastly, it gets Adaptability, so it can deal twice the amount of damage with its stab moves. It has plenty of options to choose from Surf, Hydro Pump, Moonblast, Scald, which can help stop physical attackers with a burn, Dazzling Gleam, and Ice Beam. Even great status moves like Recover, Calm Mind, and Rain Dance. So how do we use Mega Milotic effectively? Because it is a very strong Mega to have. Investing EVs heavily into its HP and special defense means sending it out against special attackers will give it a huge advantage and free time to set up Calm Mind. Recover will get it back to full health, then it can deal out tons of damage. If the opponent doesn't have any strong physical attacks, then it's pretty much game over. It's capable of taking hits if it needs to, allowing Milotic a chance to take them out or burn them. Overall, these are exactly the buffs Milotic needed to become great again. We are finally able to use the Mega Milotic we've been dreaming of since 2013. Every Sinnoh team consists of the same few Pokemon. Obviously one of the starters, Staraptor, Lucario, Garchomp, and the cover legendary. But maybe the most popular pick of all is Luxray. And for good reason. It has a sick design, solid type, and it can be obtained early on. One of the problems with it, however, is it's really bad. In fact, it's no higher than NU, or never used, in all standard formats. But you know what would fix that? A sick Mega Evolution, which it never received until now. With a small HP boost, the now Dark Electric Mega Luxray sits at a respectable 633 base stat total, giving it strong boosts to its defenses and bringing it up to 143 in attack. 104 in speed is not the greatest, but it's enough to outspeed heavy hitters like Mega Haxorus and Yveltal. But not to worry, because even if a Pokemon outspeeds, its ability will make sure that doesn't last. Its signature ability, Shocking Jaws, gives all of its biting moves a 50% chance to paralyze, which pretty much guarantees you'll go first next turn, and because of its ability Merciless, which guarantees a critical hit on any paralyzed foe, you will do even greater damage. It also works on any poison or speed reduced foe. After defeating them, you'll restore 1/4 of your HP with its Predator ability, allowing it to repeat the process. Lastly, don't worry about the Dark type ruining its day because a Fairy comes along. Its 4th ability, Fey Hunter, causes 50% more damage to Fairy types. And don't worry about its coverage options because it gets access to basically every biting move in the game, including the new ones. Moves like Crunch, Thunderfang, Iron Fangs, Jagged Fangs, and Shadow Fangs. But running these moves does come at a cost because of their lack of power. They basically just give you more options when trying to activate Shocking Jaws. The nice thing is the effects stack, meaning a move like Thunderfang keeps its 10% chance to flinch or paralyze with the 50% chance to paralyze. Luxray is a strong Mega for sure, but pairing it on a team with Sticky Web support or Toxic Spikes will really allow it to use its full power. That way it's going to outspeed pretty much everything coming in and opening them up to huge damage and para-flinch opportunities. A Mega Evolution that kind of relies on help from its team to succeed isn't the greatest in my eyes, but that doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, it's a decent Mega form. It's one I'm sure all the Luxray fans out there can use and will be very appreciative of. These are no doubt some of the most asked for Megas of all time, and I believe they've done it right. All three have great designs and are viable for your teams. There are certainly other fan favorite Pokemon that deserve Mega Evolutions and have received them in this game, but I don't think there was a bigger three than the ones covered in this video, but you let me know your picks down below. And if there's anything else you'd like to see me cover in these games, just let me know. Check out some of my other videos in case I already have. Don't forget to leave a like if you want to see more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.